NLE Choppa was reportedly hospitalized following a violent run-in allegedly tied to NBA Youngboy's camp. Instead of showing concern, OG3Three publicly mocked the situation, pushing what was once rap beef into far darker territory. This didn't begin with a viral diss track or internet jokes. It started in the real-world unexpected pull-ups, tense encounters, and Choppa attempting to remove himself before things escalated. Once hospital reports entered the conversation, the entire tone of the beef shifted. But even before injuries were mentioned, rumors were already circulating that NBA Youngboy affiliate Ben 10 had allegedly pulled up on Choppa's location. Video clips that spread online appeared to show Choppa driving off quickly after spotting him, which many fans interpreted as an attempt to avoid a direct confrontation. Not long after, Ben 10 allegedly claimed he caught Choppa lacking and ran down on him, escalating the situation from intimidation to something far more serious. At that point, it was no longer about music, it was about proximity and real-world consequences. Following the incident, NLE Choppa went live in an effort to control the narrative. He downplayed the encounter, claiming Ben 10 and OG3Three didn't really want smoke, and saying they only pulled out their phones without taking any real action. Still, with hospitalization now part of the story, the beef had clearly crossed a line. That explanation was meant to minimize what happened, but it ended up backfiring. Within hours, OG responded, and his tone painted a completely different picture. OG3 showed no concern and no hesitation to escalate things. He didn't sound worried, and he didn't try to cool the situation down. Instead, he openly mocked Choppa's version of events, pointing out that the encounter took place in a heavily monitored area filled with cameras and what he described as undercover-looking individuals. He also implied that Choppa only started talking tough once he was already driving away, flipping the narrative and further fueling the tension.
I'm on everything I love, bro. What type of gangster pull up on a man, say they gonna do something to a man, and pull out their phone? On everything I love, bro. Baby ARP in hand, man. I just asked these folks, what you wanna do? Why y'all keep staring at me? I'm sitting here, right in the drive, parking lot, right there, telling them what they wanna do. Man, them niggas shaking, man. 3, you shaking. Ben, shaking. Y'all ain't do shit, man. Cuz, what happened, Mike?
Nothing.
What happened?
Nothing.
What they do?
They filmed. They filmed.
What they do?
The key detail here is the tone. OG3 didn't sound offensive or Stressity sounded entertained. That reaction made a lot of people stop and think. Because when one side is explaining while the other is laughing, fans often assume the calmer side has less to hide. As the back and forth continued, older footage began resurfacing online. The clips allegedly show NLE Choppa previously being beaten by a fan connected to NBA Youngboy's camp after Choppa was accused of disrespecting him. That footage added fuel to the fire and shifted public perception even further as the narrative continued to unravel.
One, I don't do no type of police action. I don't get on him talking my name or nothing with nothing. And for 2, hey, you seen them undercover cowboy ass hats them had on, the nigga pull up like he a Western sitting in the middle of a parking lot, but with a man, come on, man. You on all these cameras doing all this with the police, and wait till you pull out a little baby toy and say it could go down, it could go down. Hey, bro, man, you know you a bitch, man. Hey, I don't even gotta do this. Hey, man, just don't say 3 names, nothing, baby. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
That clip spread quickly and reshaped how many people viewed the situation. Instead of seeing Choppa as someone who was simply caught off guard, fans began questioning why he keeps finding himself in similar confrontations. That's when the conversation took a darker turn. Unconfirmed but widely circulated reports started claiming that NLE Choppa had been hospitalized following the escalation. No police report surfaced. No official medical statement was released. But Choppa's sudden silence, combined with how intense the run-in appeared, led many to believe something more serious happened off camera than what was shown online. Once the word hospitalized entered the conversation, the beef stopped feeling performative and started feeling genuinely dangerous. What matters most here is a shift in fan reaction. Instead of rallying behind Choppa, many fans began warning him that he was knee-deep in something he might not be able to walk away from. Others questioned whether his behavior looked reckless or even suspicious. One fan commented, "NLE Choppa can't stop now. His knee-deep in something. Why pick YB's crew? If I were them, I'd play it safe because the way his acting looks like he could be working with the police. This one-sided beef came out of nowhere. Another fan suggested that surviving something like this could make Choppa feel untouchably, a mindset that has ended badly for rappers in the past. That reaction wasn't support, it was fear mixed with frustration. And this situation didn't come out of thin air. NLE Choppa previously explained why he dissed NBA Youngboy on his song KO, claiming he had a vivid dream involving Youngboy that pushed him to speak out. That explanation raised eyebrows immediately. In rap culture, dreams turn into lyrics. In street culture, dreams can sound like threats. DJ Academics even publicly warned Choppa, saying that if he was going to diss NBA Youngboy, he needed to fully understand who he was dealing with. According to Academics, dissing Youngboy requires a different level of seriousness, and playful diss records aren't taken lightly in that world.
Yo, yeah, I just knocked out NLE Choppa. He's a fucking bitch. Alright, 4K Trey, we in this bitch.
He just beat up NLE Choppa in the airport, y'all.
That warning didn't age well. NBA Youngboy eventually responded in his own way through the music-dropping lines that made it clear he wasn't impressed and had no intention of backing down.
Yo, NLE Choppa, bro. No more breakdancing, no more belly rolling and shit like that, gyrating. If you making a diss song at Kentrell Deshaun Golden, you gotta make some killer anthem with like some military tanks, RPGs. That's how he's...
Shortly after that, Choppa's tone noticeably changed once Ben 10 allegedly pulled up. He publicly made it clear that he didn't want smoke with anyone.
Ain't ready 5 in an hour, real gang up. Respond to him, he ain't never ran and down. Bitch, I said no. I was fucked up and I know watch your fucking self. Bitch, better watch your fucking talk. I got somebody on my bill.
By that point, the situation had clearly moved beyond words. OG3 later stepped forward to say he wanted no involvement, denied chasing clout, and asked for his name to be removed from the narrative altogether. But even while attempting to distance himself, he continued to mock the way Choppa handled the situation. That contradiction didn't go unnoticed. To many watching from the outside, it felt like one side was completely untouched emotionally and physically by everything unfolding. As often happens when controversy explodes online, older allegations against Choppa began resurfacing. These included past claims involving violent incidents tied to the mother of his child. Whether those allegations were ever proven or not, their sudden reappearance damaged his public credibility at the worst possible time. Once public trust begins to fade, narratives harden quickly, and perception often matters more than facts. What makes this entire situation unsettling isn't the diss tracks or the pull-up clips circulating online. It's the laughter. OG3 didn't threaten Choppa. He didn't issue warnings or sound offensive. He laughed. And in situations like this, laughter usually signals that one side doesn't feel affected at all. That's why the hospital rumors hit so hard. If Choppa really was hurt while the other side continues joking, it creates a sense of imbalance, and imbalance is where real danger lives. Right now, NLE Choppa is dealing with hospital rumors, growing public doubt, and serious questions surrounding his judgment. At the same time, NBA Youngboy's affiliates deny any wrongdoing while continuing to mock the situation. Fans are watching closely to see what Choppa does next, whether he speaks again or chooses to go completely quiet. Either option comes with consequences. Silence at this point would be loud. It would fuel speculation and make people assume the worst. But speaking out could escalate things even further and push the situation into an even darker space. No matter what move he makes, this situation has already crossed a line from music into real-life consequences. It stopped being entertainment a long time ago. If Choppa continues responding publicly, the tension could spiral beyond control. If he disappears, many will treat the rumors as confirmation. Neither path feels safe, and that's what makes this moment so critical. This isn't about who won a rap beef anymore. It's about judgment, perception, and survival in an environment where every move is scrutinized. Now I want to hear from you all. Do you think NLE Choppa underestimated who he was dealing with? Or did NBA Youngboy's camp take things way too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned because if this story updates again, it probably won't be through lyrics. Musical